Let that tribe say peace, 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 peace. What's up, Soul Tribe? Yours truly, Ivory. Ivory's Soul Journey. Tap. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Give me a second here. Let's see. I'm trying to do something here. Hold on, y'all. Trying to do something. I bet y'all said this man always fidgeting with something. Yep. But I'm just trying something. Y'all gonna let me try it? Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put a little more in it. Give me a second. I need to make sure I can be heard too. I'm glad ain't nobody watching right now because I'm kind of working on something here. I'm trying to see something. All right. I think I see it now. I think I see it. Welcome back, everybody. Y'all got one more day before the weekend. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Am I live? Hey, where y'all at? Y'all still asleep? Hold on for a minute. Am I blocked? Let me see what's going on. Oh, man, they done blocked the boy. Oh, man, they done blocked. Let me give it a couple minutes here. Let me give it a couple minutes. I know you're not getting notified. That I do know. They've been shut down notification on this channel. It's all good. We still here. We still here. We still here. When you come into the live, can y'all do me a favor, somebody? Can you let me know? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me a like, thumbs up, or a comment or something. Let your boy know you're here. Can somebody let me hear you can hear me? We gonna jibble and jabble here for a second. We're gonna jibble and jabble here for a second. Now this live stream is intended for 4 things. And 4 things only. Information, clarification, and confirmation only. So take what resonates and ignore the rest. Always follow your own divine intuition, especially when you're making life-changing decisions. If you're interested in anything, you want to know anything about me personally, email is in the description box of this video. If not, we're going to go ahead and kick things off. Listen, on this channel, it may not be in an educational kind of classroom lecture style teachings, if you will. But if you can look beyond, I guess you can say, some of my humor, you can look beyond some of the humor, some of the crazy stuff I might say, just to make somebody laugh or whatever. That's good. It's intended. right? Because a lot of people are going through a lot of things at different stages, phases, and cycles in life. However, I want to say this. There is, we're going to get a message from the universe right quick. There is major, 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 major crisis moving coming. And it kind of reminds me of, how can I say it? Some might say calm before the storm, but it was something else that came to my mind first. What this here crisis kind of like reminds me of. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. It's going to affect everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you got. Everybody going to be tapped. I'm still playing with this camera, trying to get something. What you trying to get, boy? Trying to get something. However, it's going to look like I'm all up in your face here in a second. Close up and personal, right? That's cool. That means I'm one of those individuals. I like for people to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be behind the scenes and, I don't knock what nobody do it. Then a car come out from right here. No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to show you every time. Even if the camera's in my face. Right? Okay. Listen, folks. I want to say this. One of the greatest awakening, I call it a forced awakening, is about to happen. Meaning that there's going to be a total reality that's going to affect everybody. In some cases, in normal cases, it's going to affect everybody the same. Let me say this here. I know there's a war going on and all of this here. People talking about the shifts and all of these here things. But I'm telling you, before all of these, the shift has already begun. But while all of this is going on, and there's a hell of a lot going on around the world, there has to be a fall first. It's like things has to get worse. Things has to get worse before it gets better. And it do kind of reminds me of that Bible story where, just going to say it, man, because if you try to think, you're going to miss it. This Bible story about this Bible character named Joseph. And his brothers. And his brothers was jealous of him because he had a dream. And he told his dad the dream. And then he had this coat. And his dad gave him this coat. The different color. Multicolored coat. I guess it was supposed to be a nice coat. So his brothers got jealous. Right? However, as the story goes, Joseph, his brothers end up selling him out. So he ends up on this here trail or path, road. But it was a trade route. So there was a caravan of Egyptians coming. Notice it always go back to Kemet. It always go back to Egypt. But everybody called Egypt, ancient Egypt, evil. Anyway, so it's a caravan of Egyptians coming. And so they see something on the side of the road. Well, it's Joseph and his brother, according to the story now, left him there for dead or for the wild animals to come and consume him. Well, fast forward, we know that this caravan of Egyptians, and when I say ancient Egyptians, these was dark-skinned people. All you gotta do is go back, look at the culture, look at the artifacts, look at the statue, look at whatever you want to look at. It was dark people. And they took him back to Egypt. Eventually, he became second in command. Now, in your biblical term, some likes to say this is Josephus in writing, not character, just in writing. But anyway, so he becomes governor of Egypt. He has this dream, 7 years of plenteous, meaning that it's going to be abundance, wealth, prosperity, woo, 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 dancing in the streets, parties, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm talking about. And then the latter part of the dream is going to be 7 years of famine. The significance is 7. Now, eventually, the Pharaoh says, okay, well, we're going to put you as governor over Egypt, and we're going to let you be in charge of gathering all this grain and this wheat and barley and all of this here stuff and corn for the 7 years of famine that's coming. You got me? And that's exactly what happened. Now go read the story and you'll find out the conclusion. My point being now is this here. There's a famine going on, but it hasn't hit the planet globally yet. And it's coming. So, for those of us who understands that in order for something to get better, things let's just say it order, balance and order. In order for something to get better, something has to get worse. Because if it's bad right now, okay, and then now globally, especially in this country, people say shit's good. Stock market good. America got a lot of money, richest country on the planet, woo, 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 all of that good shit. But what they're not telling you is numbers don't lie. What numbers am I talking about? Black gold. Black gold. What is black gold? Crude oil. Especially the heavy crude that you can only get from certain places on the planet. Now, America does not have enough strategic reserve tanks, if you will. These are just huge, bigger than battleships and bigger than cruisers, and you know what I'm saying? Under the ground storages, tanks, right? So what they've been doing is they've been manipulating the oil reserve, meaning that, let's say you got a few million barrels, right? And then you got a issue over here in the Strait of Hormuz, which is where 1/3 of the oil supply, and then that other type of crude, which is a sour crude, heavy sour crude. That sour crude is what's drying up in America, because the refineries of the 70s that they started building, and I can remember some of this stuff just from hearing news, people like Walter Cronkite and shit, you know what I'm saying? Dan Rather's talking about it on TV years ago. However, my point, folks, is this here. It's getting ready to get real, real crazy because right now, the reason why the agreement was supposed to be for 60 days between America and Iran. I'm not talking about some shit y'all gonna hear now on the news. They're designed to be geopolitical and propagandist. I ain't geopolitical. I ain't no damn propagandist. So I'm gonna give it to you unraw, uncut, simple. Because why? Numbers don't lie. Here's the numbers. We got about 4 to 6 weeks of oil reserve left. Because this fool in the White House, to cover up what's really going on with the numbers over in the Middle East in the Straits of Hormuz, to cover this shit up, okay, let's release oil's barrels, and we're going to put it on the open market on the New York Stock Exchange. So it's looking like it's a lot of damn. We got plenty of oil. It's the crude, sour, heavy sour crude that you use to make diesel, that you need to make aircraft, diesel, aircraft fuel, and diesel for trucks, machines. This the shit that's drying up. Not the cheap gas, 87 octane, 85 octane, 92, 3 octane for vehicles. That's a different crude, folks. And they got about 46. Now, Trump crazy ass, he goes on TV, I heard, in a news, whatever, conference, whatever the fuck it was. And he says, well, we got about 4 weeks left and we're going to have some issues. Everybody just blew it over. Let me tell you something, folks. When you got to choose as a nation, listen, I remember back in the day, in the 70s, when odds and even number cars, license plate, was when you get to go and get gas. It was just that tight. Now, this is finna be 10 times worse. Because back then, we had refineries that can refine this stuff. China was not the global industrial manufacturing nation. It was America in the 70s. You got me? As on the tail end of the Industrial Revolution. This time around, they're going to have to choose. Because the reserves is damn near at too low of a level to keep everything running smooth. Meaning that if those tankers, oil reserve tankers, get too low, it takes months to restart them. Months. I try to bring the astrological daily chart, if you will, record, and just whatever the subject matter is, it doesn't matter, and bring it to the right now. Because a lot of people right now are not thinking about if we about to run out of this heavy sour diesel or crude for diesel, for aircraft, for the military, for machinery, industrial, and the helium, not to mention a third of the world's global fertilizer for farming, growing crops. Why? Because America ain't producing this shit no more. Damn sure not on a large scale. So the fall has a lot to do with, if you ain't got no diesel, ain't no trucks bringing no food, folks, and supplies to grocery stores, hospitals, anywhere. And everything in your home came off a truck, a railway, a ship, a boat, whatever, an airplane. And it needs fuel. And we ain't got no more honey. We're at the bottom of the barrel. But the fuel that I'm talking about, diesel or sour crude. I'm not no expert, but I know numbers don't lie. So now the magician is at work, Trump, but he in reverse. He done got caught in his own fucking game and manipulation. Trying to manipulate the market on the weekend. let's drop some bombs on Iran. Somebody did something. Ceasefire's been violated. No. And then soon as it get ready to come towards Monday morning, go back and watch his videos when his ass talking. Then here it is, come back Monday morning. He know that damn stock market gonna open up late Sunday night. This motherfucker is up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning tweeting on his little social media. Looks like a peace deal is about to be reached between U.S. and Iran. It looks like I'm dealing with some good people. And they constantly, all right, listen, that's the magician behind the scenes. Just pull the curtains back. It's finna catch up with the magician. Because why? You cannot go out and print. You can print money. You can't print oil. And Iran realizing he gonna forever remember these people. This is karma, folks. And when I tell people, even if I'm not online for years, America's karma, not only the whole world is gonna witness it. Like that car come out bad karma, or you will witness their karma. When the whole world witness America's karma. You can't say you a Christian nation and in your beginning, in your origin, but you kill, slaughter, murder, genocide 20 million people on this land. And doing it in what? Some name or some God? The natives, my ancestors. And just think that there's a God in the sky, a righteous God in the sky, in the heavens somewhere. It's just going to overlook this here shit forever. And it's been going on, they say, on paper for 250 years. And you don't think the universe, the spiritual system that existed before everything and everybody else in the human form. So you don't think the universe is going to bring this shit back up. You don't think that in Genesis that there were many gods, multiple gods. Let us create man, multiple gods. If one of those gods is a good one, those of you who are on this journey, this soul's journey, this human experience, that has a heart that care, that is more empathetic, would rather see peace, would rather cut people off than to let them fuck over you, would rather just walk away from a situation, not that you're a punk, just because you know that you have a greater purpose. This person don't give a damn about going to get locked up. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little advice. I've said this before. The fall is going to be great. And the awakening, one day you're going to have to choose. Simple shit like, do I, because a lot of this stuff that's coming over from the Middle East, from the Strait of Hormuz, is for the chip industry. Okay, listen. So make sure, because one day you're going to have to choose. Do I pay my cell phone bill, or do I get some food for this week or for the next few days? I promise you that. This is not a prediction. I'm not giving you what I believe. I'm telling you, numbers don't lie. So when you get a country, they got to choose. See, the reason why, listen, the reason why Trump gonna have to negotiate on a term that best fits and benefit Iran is because of karma. You go in there with the same fucking mentality that you did when you came over here in the Americas. I'm talking about Europe. I'm talking about modern day Rome in America, because these are the descendants, the Europeans that's running this country. These are the descendants of the British, Rome, and Greece. Period. Now, when you got to choose between trucks or airplanes or the military vehicles, boats, ships, airplane, or do you choose trucks? Because you're gonna run out of diesel, folks. Just imagine you driving. You know your gas is low. And you feel like you can make it to a particular destination. Bam! The gas light come on. And you stuck in traffic. Yeah. This is America right now when you're talking about the fuel for trucks, airplanes, industrial equipment, machinery, and the military vehicles. The gas light is on, the diesel light is on, the aircraft fuel light is on. And what do I mean by that? He's going to be forced to do two things. One, end the shit, claim you won, and bring your ignorant ass home. Or continue to be the self-absorbed narcissist. Him and Benjamin Netanyahu continue to be the self-absorbed narcissist you are, Trump, and escalate. Those are your two options. You either bring your narcissistic ass home in the war or escalate. Either way, you're screwed. Because if your ass come home, and that means you conceded for a military operation, which was really, and we know now, is more than that, it's a war. But you're going to concede. And if you concede, Trump, and you bring your ignorant ass back home, right? Iran becomes the fourth world power, period. Because they control that strait. They control the straight because, listen, folks, the petrodollar, every barrel, every gallon, every drop of oil that is traded on the global market is traded in dollar currency. We're 22 days in, they 2 month or 60-day ceasefire peace agreement, MOA, MOU, or whatever the fuck they call it. I ain't paying attention to none of that. I'm watching this. I'm reading the numbers and the stars and the planets. Listen. So they got about 30 some more days, a month, a little over a month. After which, Iran don't even have to. Now they listen, folks. In short, what I'm really trying to say is there's getting ready to be fuel rationing. Make sure you try to keep it. And when it happens, now it's going to happen quick. But the effects is going to be felt for a long time. So try to keep your gas tank full. That's one advice. If Trump decides to stay and escalate, then you can't manipulate your oil reserves by putting millions of barrels on the stock market and let people buy it, making it look like you done produced this oil when you didn't. You got it out of the reserve. Numbers don't lie. So when your reserves fall low, game over. The trick has been exposed. The curtains have been pulled back. You're screwed. Everybody see your ass for who you are. Game over. The show over. Close the damn curtains. Everybody go home. It's going to be crazy around here. If he drops a nuke, anything. So pay attention to these 4 fools right here. Trump, Netanyahu, Putin, and China's leader. Because they're citizens, the people, that's getting ready to be a great awakening. Just like the majority of the people in this country don't trust their government. That's the majority of the people in China don't trust Xi, they leader. The majority of the people in Russia don't trust Putin. The majority of the people in America don't trust Trump, their government. And the majority of the people in Israel, they want to prosecute Benjamin Netanyahu right now. That's why he don't want to end the war. Anyway, go out and make sure 7 years of plenteous. This cycle started in 2019. So this is the last year of a mini cycle, okay? Cycles say 28 years, okay? But listen, so since 2019, so July of 2026, that's right now. By the end of this month, come back and holler at me and see if any of this, what I'm saying to you right now, makes any damn sense. However, that's the 7 years of plenteous. More people made money. Companies, tech companies, you got paid. Stimulus checks, PPOs, and them loans they was giving out people. Unemployment checks raised up because they caused one of those 3. All 4 together collectively knew about COVID before it happened. It was planned. Listen to me, folks. So this time around, it's the energy. Energy. Not a virus. 7 years of plenteous. Then comes 7 years of famine. Hold on, listen. So, if you don't do a lot of driving, like me, keep the vehicle. I'm in a big city, but it's hard, but try to keep your vehicle 3/4, no less than half, but 3/4 of a tank or more. Because it's going to happen overnight. Try to, if you can, every time you get $20, when you go to it, if you got $20 that you can spare, go and grab you 2 or 3 cases of water, because eventually water is going to go up to $10 to $15 a case. You got me? You ain't got to say, well, I don't eat this, I don't eat this. The food you say that you don't eat is plenty of it right now. Go and stock up on that. Eventually your ass get hungry. I'm telling you, you're going to eat it. When you're going to start eating other humans, what is this great fall? Now, in your personal life, let me tell y'all something. All these people been playing in your energy, doing spell works, doing rituals, and doing this, coming together with other folks and shit to attack you, whether it be online bullying, whether it be cause you to lose your job, your car, your income, your place of residence, because you was dealing with a particular person and you didn't know they was with that shit, or you ignored the red flags. People being doing shit behind the scenes. That's why all this death and this Pluto energy keeps coming out. Right? I'm paying attention to all this shit. All these people is getting ready to experience a great fall. And you're going to witness their karma, just like the whole world is going to witness America's karma. Everybody going to witness. Now, I want y'all to get ready for this here. Social media is going to be shut down. Hopefully y'all survive. You can still live. I know you can, but hopefully some of y'all, it ain't going to be the end. Ooh, you heard about social media. They shut it down. How you going to tell somebody unless you pick up a phone? When your cell phone don't work, you're going to remember this. And when you can't get online. I call that, for me, back to normal. Because I can remember when there wasn't no internet and cell phone. And I was just fine going to the damn payphone or picking up a house phone. I got AT&T at home. Get you a landline number, folks. I'm telling you. Because for a minute, that's going to be the only communication you need. But these people, when the reality settles in, and you go to Costco, you go to whatever, Kroger's, you go to Publix, you go to Walmart, you go to Target, wherever you go to get your food. One day you're going to go and you're going to start seeing, just like during COVID, I prepared for that. And then you're going to start seeing the shelves, or the restock is not as fast. And you will be asking the people, when y'all going to have some more steaks? And they going to say, well, it's on back order. When y'all going to have some more cereal? It's on back order. When you going to have some more canned goods? It's on back order. Every damn thing going to be on back order, folks. Why? Because the sour crude that they need to refine and produce diesel for trucks, they're going to be out. You're going to have to wait for your shit to come on the train, and that's going to be even longer, and it's going to cost more. Plus, you need oil for the train, the engine. They can't just run the engine dry. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go get me some coffee. They can't just run that train dry. My mama always told me, boy, look, always prepare for a rainy day. Always be prepared for whatever. Because these days and time, anything can happen. And We got a major crisis. We're going to run out of food, folks. I'm telling you. Hold on. We're going to run out of food. Running out of food. America is not a Christian nation. It's not. Never has been, never will be. There is no God in the sky, nowhere. Told a group of settlers, I want you to go over here to this land, and I want you to slaughter and kill 20 million natives of that land and start you a country. The devil will tell you some shit like that if he exists. But ain't no righteous God gonna tell a group of people, I want you to get your ass on a boat. I want you to get on this boat, and I want you to go over here. I want you to slaughter 20 million people and start you a country. That's how I want you to start your country. America's karma, man, is going to be so great. And it's going to affect all of us some way or another. In your personal life this morning, morning conversation. There's a great fall coming, folks. Don't worry. Just prepare. Just be like Joseph. And like you should have been, like right now, I can at least survive for 90 days with food for myself, with water for myself. Another thing that I would advise anybody to do, I do this here now. I started about 4 years ago. When you got money, if you got a mortgage or you got a lease, when you got that extra money, don't go to the club. Don't go buy luxury shit. Go and pay your rent and your utility. Pay it up. Go stock up on food just to have. If you want to make a small investment, go and rent you a storage facility. Put you some simple shelves in there, and you good. Go get you an electric bike, some other means of transportation, because buses runs off of diesel. They're going to tell people to park the cars because they can't supply the fuel for them. You either park your car, so these trucks, but you can't even do that now because what? They running out of damn diesel. I'm not bullshitting. They running out, folks. It's over with. But now in your personal life, that dice ran way over there. In your personal life, we're going to see what comes out as well. I'm going to slide this here. I'm going to let y'all see. I'm going to slide this here. Dice back over here in view. All right. So, morning comes. This is for your life. This is the time to be out working and busting your ass for you. Not to invest in the stock market. Not so much. If you're going to do real estate, do land. Go buy land and dirt. I'm telling you. I'd rather be in an apartment where I am right now than to be under a mortgage right now. Now, if it was land, it's different. Why are we here this morning conversation? I'm just rambling. The sixth house. Work. I can't make this shit up. Now y'all can pay attention to, now I can show you back behind the scene. You see behind the scene that one is sideways. Why is it always one? It's like all the time. It's because the universe has already reset. That's over with. We just playing catch up. Anyway, and look what keeps coming out. Uranus. Innovation, technology, but also awakening. Star energy. What's always behind this Uranus energy depends. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 other planets for each one. But behind the scenes, Uranus, you got a moon. So we can even say it's safe to say there's something about what somebody do on a daily routine or what they do for work or something going on behind the scenes. Something happened in the past. And there's a feminine energy involved. They could be experiencing some sort of a great fall at some point. All right? From a global standpoint, how we work, what we do for work, and we're going to have to come up with new innovative ways to make money. All right? I'm getting all that out of this. What else we got? Zodiac, first one we got a Cancer. Behind the scenes, see that Virgo again? There it is right there. So I definitely had something about routine, daily routine, how we work, how we get our money, whatever it is. It's about to change. Okay. It's about to change. Give me a nudge. Here it is. Leo. What's going on behind the scenes? See that Aries again. I look at, when I read energy, folks, I'm going to tell you something. It's telling a story. That's why sometimes I might get one card from this deck, one card from, because each one is telling a story. Let me go and get these out here. And then we got Uranus energy again. We got Aquarius. Boom, boom. Now look behind the scenes. Something ain't right. Why? Because justice is sideways. I'm basing this here not so much on minor arcana energy, more so on major arcana or universal or spiritual, right? Cosmic. I guarantee you, everything that I've just said for 45 minutes is about to happen. If it's something around the world, this Uranus energy, something behind the scenes, is eventually going to come out and it's going to shock the whole world. You're going to see it online. You're going to hear about it in the news or some way, somehow, something shocking. It's going to affect the home where you lay your head. For others of you, if you adjust and readapt and go along with this great awakening and don't resist, you eventually going to become some kind of a humanitarian. Only thing you're going to be wanting to do is help people. Right? That's how you're going to be actually surviving. Universal message. Taking the initiative, 1221. Change. Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages. Good news, expression, high vibe. This is this here good news right here. This Uranus energy. It can cause drama. It can be shocking, but it's good news for somebody. I don't know. You might be shocked to find out that you're going to get a job. So I don't know. Work with what? See, there we go again. Work. There go your work right here. 6th house is about work. Where's that Virgo? But what somebody do for work behind the scene is not up on the up and up. It's not straight up. See that one, that Aries, that first house? There's your Virgo. There's your work. There's your Virgo. Has something to do with somebody do work. For what they lay their head or whatever. On a global scale, we're about to find out something shocking about what was going on behind the scene on a global scale. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear one. You will find inspiration. That's star energy, Uranus energy, star. You will find inspiration. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. It could be about work or a place, right? Universal message, bottom of the day. Social skills. Hope. So we got 12, 21, 333. Social skill, hope, optimism, liberation. That's awakening. Success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. Your problems you have today, Soul Tribe, will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. That's what somebody did here behind the scene. They got a great fall coming, and you got blessings and luck on your side. Okay. All right. Now watch this here. I don't see the lovers nowhere in here. I do see 2nd house over here on this side. I see the 5th house. That's Leo energy. I'm also paying attention to this here South Node. And I'm also paying attention over here to this Venus energy that's sideways. That's what I'm watching. Mostly. That's what I'm locked in on. Mostly. That's what I'm locked in on mostly. Hold on. I'm stalling because I've got to pull something out here. Do I have this deck right here? Yeah, here it is. I'm going to pull out this here 108 deck I got. Hold on, y'all. I promise you I'm going to get it. Bear with me. Ain't easy around here. Zodiac 108. Oracle. Alright. The reason why they had me pull it out, so I'm pulling it out. We'll see what's up with the what's up, right? Zodiac 108. Change is coming, folks. For some of y'all, this could be good news. It could be about job. Spirit wants you to use everything you need, you got. This is magician energy. If it's dealing with work, you got everything you need. Just work with what you got. Right? That's what the cards say. And it's going to get you places. I promise you. Count your blessings. And somebody might be getting some good news soon. So let's see if this page of Pentacle or one of these pages come out. Hold on. Come here, deck. This deck here is so slippery. So if you have a Leo, Uranus, Or if you got Aquarius in your 5th house, we got Aquarius on the table here, and we got Uranus here. Aquarius, Uranus, okay. Open dishonor, humiliation. Y'all see the chopping block where the head and the hands go? Listen, watch this here. This is called pillory. Humiliate, open dishonor publicly. Humiliation, finding fault, punishment, abusive, shutdown, called public ridicule, and mockery. Nowhere to run. Censor, serving time, vulnerable. It's over with for somebody, man. I can't make this shit up. The Great Fall. Coming to America. Oops, I keep putting the deck upside down. I read all this upright. Libra. If you got a Libra Pluto or a Scorpio Venus, it says victim mentality, confusion, tunnel vision, resist, clarity, confirmation bias, restriction, narrow focus, echo chamber, denial, oblivious, out of touch, hyper focus, concentration. Somebody's being forced to do something. Somebody is being forced to do something. Hold on. Whether it's America, it's like public humiliation. You seeing something? I'm telling you, these cards slippery. You seeing something, right? Or we seeing something on TV. My goodness, all these cards trying to come out. It's like it's trying to make me drop the whole deck, but I ain't gonna drop the whole deck. We're gonna hold on to some of them. Oh yeah, we are. There go your scales. There go your first house, your Libra scales. So something about justice, scales being balanced, swore the scales, truth, justice, due process, by the book, appeal, balance, make amends, law, integrity, cut to the chase, fair and square, fair play, equity, even kill, legal matters. Hear me out. Whatever was done in the dark, behind the scenes, when they come out. You can put this on a global scale with world leaders or whoever, and you can also apply this energy to your personal life, to your work life, all of this. I read the deck upright. When I put the deck up, sometimes I just mix them all together. Listen, crack shot on the bottom of the deck. Competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, first class. So this is like to compare whether they're a Capricorn or not. This is like the comparison to the privileged lady. Man, it's about to go down. Something about to happen, y'all. You can expect to hear some major news will come out. I'm telling you. Major news. And it's going to require you to have to shift. Spirit, what is this justice all about? Man, somebody finna find out something. What's this luck? What is this luck? What's this good news? And because this here sixth house is out here, this Virgo energy is out here heavy, I want to see if it's pertaining to work. You know, I want to also say this. This is not to anybody personally. If I do a live personal reading, it's a mini reading. Other than that, it is not personal. And sometimes people be acting like I'm talking directly to you. I understand, but I'm not, and you know I'm not. Um, People watch tarot. I know tarot on the table, but people come to these channels for various reasons. And to be honest with you, the majority come because of lessons that they failed at, and they in this victim mentality, or whether it's you or somebody else. Loss. I'm telling you, somebody's gonna lose. Don't let a past setback, whether it's for you or somebody else, don't let a past setback define your future. Stay focused on your positive outcome, as your thoughts and beliefs will directly affect your reality. Don't let people bring up things that you did in the past, or you used to be like this, or I remember when you used to be like this here. You didn't change. Somebody about to be publicly exposed too. Unworthy. Do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to attain the abundance you desire? Listen, yeah, you do. Because with this sixth house down here, if you put in the work and you did it the right way, you got your money the right way, yeah, you deserve. You deserve whatever's coming to you. You didn't put in the work. If you didn't, you don't deserve it. Innovate with the right, here you go again, Aquarian energy. With the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world, there it is again, a better place? Some of y'all are just simply humanitarians, or you will be in the future. And if there is some kind of a food crisis, people are going to be coming to y'all because you saved up. They didn't. You saved up. They didn't. You saved up. They didn't. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody, it's about work. Somebody's going to have to go out and find a job. Look, use what you got. If you got skills, use your skills. Make the adjustment, because time's going to get hard. Hold on. Telling you, this is about work. Somebody may have had to go out. However they were getting their money at first, they ain't getting it like that no more. If they was relying on other people, codependent on other people, they got to go and make this shit happen themselves. I'm telling you, man. Look at that. Masculine, massive regrets. Not just regrets, massive. See that one right there? See that one right there? I hope somebody, I don't like nobody losing their job. But with that Uber Eats and that hustle card, I'm telling you, somebody could have lost their job, man. I don't know what they was doing for work. I don't know. Was they doing Uber and hustling on the side? I don't know. Doing something illegal? I don't know. It's over with anyway. So a cycle is being closed for somebody. It's over with for America, I'm telling you. I can't wait for it to hit rock bottom and start all over. I really can't. I hope I be around to see it. It's gonna be a slow fall and it's gonna be hard. But the changes are gonna happen quick. But the fall is gonna be great. Long fall. Long fall. No strain. Whoever this masculine is in regret, don't you let this person come back well, I ain't gonna say don't let them come back. So a masculine wants to come back and be in a situation, look at her, look at him, in a situation where it's just no stream. Notice they in the bathroom setting. That's the bathroom, one of they go to the tub, they in robes. So somebody wants to come back for sex only. The devil is a lie. That's all they want. So they done had some kind of awakening or they done had some kind of fall or something. I can't make it up. Look at that. Y'all saw me shuffle these cards. Something's over with. So now somebody want to come back and start something with you, no string attached. Unworthy. They could be broke. Justice. And you just working with what you got. You just working with the scraps you, like Tupac said, dear mama, you just working with the scraps you was given. Okay, good. I think I know what's going on. Tarot. For those of you who stuck around for the tarot, I got something for you. Come on back. Come on around the table. Taking the initiative, work with what you have. It's going to get you places now. And that's what we're going to clarify right here. Taking the initiative, work with what you got. Right? Going to get you places. Store up, folks. Work with what you got. Store up, store up, store up. You also might be getting some good news soon, whoever you are. Count your blessings. Acknowledge your dear ones. And we're going to go from there. You will find inspiration and figure a way forward while somebody else is stressed the fuck out. All right. Take the initiative, 1221. Somebody don't know. It has something to do with value. This is Capricorn energy. But it's the second house in Capricorn. It's the second house. So you could have Capricorn in your second house. Somebody is now juggling to make ends meet. Take the initiative. Work with what you got. Somebody's juggling to make ends meet. It's been a problem with somebody finding work. It's been a problem with somebody coming up with the money to pay their bills too. I'm getting that. For those of you, your problems are over. Somebody from your past is struggling, man. And I promise you, that's the only reason why they want to come back. Cups. I don't know if it's a family member, but somebody's struggling big time. Somebody from your past, somebody you got a childhood with, a child with, was in a family dynamic. Or is it a family member? Somebody's struggling. Look at that page. You might hear about it. You might not even want to hear about it. This is probably why somebody's been defensive and they told you. Now they want to come and tell you, Queen of Swords. That's why they're struggling right there. That's their problem. That's why they broke. They lifestyle. Sword and scale, truth, justice, due process. So if you in court, you got a case in court, lawsuit, it's about to be over with. Cut to the chase. Even kill, legal matters. Hear me out. So somebody wants you to hear something about the truth. It's going to be their truth. It may not be the truth. It'll be their truth. You're going to get something that you've been waiting a while for. This is the slowest moving energy in tarot. The Ace of Pentacles. It's a gift, though. And it's financial. And with that Two of Pentacles, those are two aces to me. This is a clarification card for me. If you've been waiting a while for a settlement, you're about to get it. Finally. It took a while. You're about to get it. If you've been waiting on some kind of justice, if somebody cheated you out of money, tricked you out of money, or whatever, you're going to get all of it back. Yep, there go the judgment right there. So a judge is getting ready to rule in somebody's favor. And there's been some problems behind the scenes. Somebody didn't want somebody to get this money. It's a group of people. So if there's a family inheritance or something somebody left for you and you were supposed to get it and you didn't get it, you're getting ready to get it now. Somebody trying to figure out how you're getting it. Somebody trying to figure out how did you find out about something. Because I'm looking at this here Ace of Swords and the Moon. Behind the scene, we got the Moon, and then this is shocking information coming out. That's why I said I was hoping to see a page, and I did see a page of swords. If you was wrongfully let go at work, you took them folks to court, not only you going to get your job back, they got to pay you. Do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to attain the abundance you desire? Some of y'all, this has been your blockage. Look at all this here good stuff, man. Yeah, you put in the work. You worthy. I told you. There it is right there, Virgo. I know this is a Taurus energy. It's the second house. And the sixth house. This has a lot to do with work. You deserve it. You put in the work. Sixth house. I don't know what somebody was doing for work. How they got their money with that sixth house. Crooked. Yeah, you worthy. You put in the work. Bottom of the deck. So your rise is going to be somebody else's fall. That's why the karmic cycle, closing karmic cycle, came out twice. Bottom of the deck. There go another page. If you was trying to get paid in court, child support for somebody that owes you money, you're going to get that. If it's work related, you're getting ready to find out. You're getting ready to hear from a company. And you're going to get that job. Hold on. Don't shortchange yourself in your thoughts. Don't be like, do I deserve this job? Or do I deserve this money? Or do I deserve this abundance? Or do I? Don't question yourself like that. You deserve it. You put in the work. Whoever this fool is coming back, look, see how the Queen of Pentacles got their back. If your child feels entitled, or somebody from your past feel like they entitled to whatever this Ace of Pentacles, this judgment, and this Queen of Pentacles is, this justice, and the work that you did, they ain't entitled to shit. They need to go sit down. I don't know where they coming from. Why they coming? See, their ass was upside down because they know you took your work skills. Right there. You went out and did the actual work. Somebody else, remember I was talking about the magician behind the scene, upside down. Their ass is about to be exposed. The curtain's going to be pulled back. The magician. And there it is, the star. You the magician in the upright. And then there's your star, your Uranus energy. Hard work paying off. Home gonna be straight. You're gonna be happy. Star energy. For some of y'all gonna find out why somebody is coming back from your past. I don't know what they was doing for work, but it's work related, but they feel like you can help them because I got humanitarian energy on the table. They need your help. It might be this masculine over here that now wants to deal with you, no strings attached. Let's see. No strings. What does masculine want? Be careful, you might be dealing with a hustler now. Hold on. You know you don't need to be with this person. Whoever this here is won't no strings. Ain't shit going on there. That's a dead contract. Been there, done that. Whatever they want, they don't want nothing. No strings. They don't mind sharing you either. Bottom of the deck. They don't want nothing. They want to play with your emotions. You need to walk away towards your happiness. See them 2 cups right there? There go the Ace of Cups. There go your 5 of Cups, the sadness, the regret, missed opportunity, whatever. You need to walk away from whatever this here is. I don't care if you once was in a 2 of Cups situation. Spiritually, you need to walk away from it. The cards say you need to walk away. Don't get involved with somebody that just wants bedroom action. See, that ain't the bathroom, both of them. 8 of Cups and 2 of Cups. That's 10 cups. Oh, nah, they want to use you. It could be a Virgo. They don't want shit. You need to walk away from this here and focus on your work, man. Whoever, because this person don't want nothing. They only want to come because they know you are hard worker. See that Ace of Pentacles? You always, this is like my entrepreneur card as well. You got me? Business, self-employed. Because this Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have to pick that gift and that skill back up. So whatever you was doing when you was making your money dealing with somebody from the past, just because you and that person is not together no more, whatever ideas, business-wise or whatever, you need to pick that skill back up. You need to pick that skill back up. Work with what you have. It's going to get you places. You need to take the initiative. You need to take the initiative. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I told you there go the Ace of Cups right there. You walking away, somebody's back is turned on these Two of Cups. There it is right there. It's a missed opportunity for somebody. Whether you had a child with them or not, I think you want something new. Or somebody wants to come back and work things out. Right back to where we started from with this here Capricorn, Two of Pentacles. And there go your Justice. So they're going to come back. Where my swords at? There's no swords on the table. I saw a Page of Swords and a Queen of Swords. Somebody want to come back and tell you their truth, not the truth. This is justice. And for others of you, if you've been waiting for your money in a court case, you're going to get it. There it is right there. There go your good luck. There go your job, and there go your money. There's a payout coming. If it's somebody new from your past, if it's somebody new, they're coming, so to speak. And at the same time, somebody from the past. Why is this Lovers here? There's some good, listen. There's some good stuff here. Hold on. There's some of that good. Do not believe somebody coming back from from your past. All this, because they don't want nothing. They hustling. They struggling financially. And whatever they used to do to get their money, that well and dried up. That well has dried up. They ain't got nothing. I know my hands all in your face, but I want y'all to see these cards. This is the way I used to do it. Somebody's struggling, man. And for others of you, you've been saving your money, penny pinching, right? Not overspending, living within your means, and it's for the payoff. We got an Ace of Wands. I'm clarifying this, Lovers. Why is this here Ace of Wands here with this Lovers? Why is this Ace of Wands here with this Lovers? Why this Ace of Wands with this Lovers? Waldo's ass. 5 of Cups. He wants to come back. There his ass go. 5 of Cups. See, this person turned their back on you and went somewhere and got in a situation with no strings attached. That shit didn't work. And they want to come back towards you then. For somebody. Not for everybody. Now they want to come back. But there go the 5 of Cups right there. There go your 2 of Cups. And there's your Ace of Cups. Where that Ace of Cups at? Y'all know we got an Ace of Cups out here somewhere. And an Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. It's 2 people. Somebody new and somebody from your past. I think you're going this route with somebody new, Ace of Pentacles. That's what you've been waiting on. This Ace of Cups, this could be somebody from your past. Ace of Cups that turned their back on you for a situation with no strings that didn't work out. Who? 5 of Cups. Waldo. How can you be, I'm clarifying this Lover. They sad missing you. It's a missed opportunity for them. They depressed. Because they could have chose to go somewhere and that shit didn't work out. It was no string. All right. I just got a call from somebody in the live right now, a text message, and I know who this is. Good brother. All right, right now, I ain't gonna call no name. I just got the text message. I can show it to you if I wanted to. Waldo and the lovers saying everything that I'm saying right now. They got the call last night. See, there go that Capricorn again, 4 Pentacles. Waldo feels stupid. All right, bottom of the deck. He feels stupid or shit. There you go. 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Waldo, don't make no damn difference. Missed opportunity. Now they struggling. They could be codependent on somebody else. I can't make this shit up. They codependent on somebody else. You about to meet somebody serious. It's a missed opportunity for somebody else. Listen, it's really simple right now. If you look at your personal life, if you apply any of this to your personal life, any of it, you will find out that you, me, others, a lot of us have gone through the same thing. Different people, same energies. And that's why when you do a live, especially raw, right? It resonates because it's kind of like it's raw, it's uncut. And all it takes is one person to see or hear. And that's the truth. Thanks for the bucket gift, whoever you are. Around here, we don't have super chats and tap and all of that. If you want to support the message or the messenger, we got a bucket. Giving money. Either you're going to have to help somebody out or somebody's coming to help you out financially. Somebody's going to get some money, man. If it's a lawsuit in court, you're gonna get the settlement. We already seen that. We went over that. I'm on something else now. Giving money. They ain't shit. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. They ain't shit. You may have to help somebody out because I'm still picking up this Uranus energy. You did the work. You work for your money. And this Uranus energy, this star energy that we've already seen in the world card, y'all might have to help somebody. I'm telling you. Look, this is good news for you. Good news, good luck. Remember I told you I was waiting on the pages? I just seen 2 pages. Look at this. What was that other card? There was another card. I done put them all back. There you go. That's just a recap. Right there. And there's been a lot of energy coming out lately of people leaving, good people like y'all, for a no string attached situation with 2 of Cups in reverse and broke. Now they want to come back, huh? Oh no, we don't play those games around. See? Love triangle. Third party, multiple lovers, choices. It's that tea here, y'all. It's that good tea. Look at that. Justice. Somebody got some legal issues going on, man. Look at all this legal. Look at all this legal. Legal. Crooked. Legal. Court, judgments, immigration, lawyers. I hope that nobody marry somebody for the money to help them get their damn papers. Y'all know that's a scam, don't you? Not a scam, but that's been a hustle for years. Shit. Marry somebody for the money, you get your papers. Get that, you get that, somebody could help somebody get that work permit for money. Fake family living ass. Legal issues. Why? What else we need to know? Look at all that justice. Legal issues. Ivory be on it, man. Yeah, the past supposed to stay behind you, right? Look at that. Threatening, intimidating, threatening, bothered. It's that damn masculine. Somebody could be having some domestic violence issues. Somebody could have went to court or went to jail too. Hold on. Legal issues and threatening. Some of y'all was threatened by a family member or somebody you shared a life with, shared a home with, domestic violence somewhere. Hold on. Bad reputation. Bottom of the deck. I'm just giving y'all a little extended here. It feels good to be back home because, see, I can do this and don't have to go nowhere. Shit, I'm saving gas. Cop blocking. Somebody didn't want you to be with somebody. Who is this here bad reputation, feminine energy? See? Cop blocking. Oh, they don't want randomly at the bottom of the decks. We got a upside down. Cop blocking. Somebody didn't want you and somebody didn't want the truth to come out about something. Did somebody have a child? I saw that page a couple. Did somebody have a child with somebody? Somebody didn't want the truth to come out. Whoever this feminine energy, look at this justice, all this justice, man. Somebody married, man. Somebody didn't want somebody to find out about a marriage, man. Hold on. The truth gonna come out. It's gonna shock the shit out of y'all. What's gonna be really shocking is who they married. Bad reputation is what we clarify. What's gonna be shocking is when you find out who they married and for what reason. That shit didn't work. Why? No strings. Two of Cups in reverse. Look at all this justice out here. Somebody married the damn devil. What was that we had yesterday? We had Jezebel and the Jackass. They were together. Damn. Jezebel and Jackass. Look at that. So we got two masculines and one feminine energy. She look at that. She playing both of them. Somebody living a double life. Somebody could be married and had a child with somebody else on the side with a feminine energy that's got a bad reputation. And that feminine energy was trying to keep this masculine from coming back towards y'all in the past. But this masculine done wised up and something happened. Why? Because I got domestic violence. Somebody threatened somebody. All this legal shit out here. Okay. So we got a King of Swords and a King of Cups, huh? Feminine energy with a bad reputation. This feminine energy can be a man or a woman, y'all. Feminine energy, bad reputation. Right back where we started from. This person is a problem. This person sleep around. There's a feminine energy with a bad reputation that's dealing with a king of swords that's probably married, or a king of cups that's probably married, and they got a child by one of them. Hold on. Let me go get this tea on their ass. Hold up, y'all. She dealing with two people. Yes, it is. There's a feminine energy out here with a bad reputation. Y'all remember that card giving money? That's a feminine energy. That's two masculines giving this feminine energy money. She playing two masculines. Breadcrumbing the shit out of them. She getting them good. Hey, you can't knock her now. Don't y'all go out there and get mad at this woman or man. Gifts. I'm looking at it. I'm reading the energy. Gifts. You put them in order. Gifts. You see it. Charity, donations, money, support, assistance. From a king of cups and a king of swords, she got bad reputation. Oh shit, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Why is this here feminine energy with this bad reputation getting money and support from these two masculines? She playing both of them, boy. I'm trying to tell you now. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Could be a Taurus. This is what she do for work. This is how she hustle. I can't make, and she travel and go back and forth between two people. She talking to two people, two masculines. One of them married. One of them she done had a child by. And she in court right now, well, child support. Or she's threatening to take one of these masculines to court. Lust. She got him. She got exactly what she wanted. Ain't shit. Ain't no need to be mad at her now. Leave her alone. They both of them knew what they were dealing with. This feminine energy was vulnerable, weak, needy, didn't have no real job. Low self-esteem, lack confidence, feeling inadequate, unfulfilled, pleasures, lustful. That's how somebody had this bad reputation, was getting their money, they moved around. Yeah. Scales will be balanced. And for one of these masculines, and I read upright in reverse. Now watch this here. So either the king of swords or the king of cups. You see, this is divine protection right here, right? So if I go upside down, this is major. Somebody's not only not protected legally in court, if it's physical, Listen, there's one of these masculines, a king of sword or the king of cups. They didn't use no protection when they were sleeping with this woman with a bad reputation. And I bet you if I had my other decks, I got to find my decks, y'all. I don't know where I put them. They done caught that itchy, itchy, ya. Defeat, sabotage. Mm-hmm. Which one of these kings? One of them she had a child with. She was going back and forth. Hold on, where it is. Between these two masculines. Win at all costs. That just let me know that this person was willing to do anything. So one of these here kings, one of these kings now is a knight, and one of them is a knight of pentacle, and one of them is a knight of wands. But there's the child again. So which one of these here? Let me get another deck. Which one? I'm gonna get one card for the king of sword and one card. So she was going back and forth. One card for the king. This is going to be a great fall for somebody personally. One card for the king of sword, one card for the king of cup. Who the child belonged to? Look at that. One of them paying child support, man. One of them paying child support. We finna find out one of them paying child support. And one of them trying to keep from paying it. Saying, I ain't paying shit. Ain't none of my child. I don't even bother with you no more. Who paying child support? Who child is this? And whoever said what I just said, they free. They DNA, they even got their DNA test back. Hold on. They good. They like, shit, I ain't getting you shit. I done took my test. I can't make this shit up. You're going to have to figure out who you was sleeping with, who this child belonged to. Whoever this feminine energy with a bad reputation. And spirit said that's the truth. All right. So, one card for the king of sword on my left, and one card for the king of cups on my. Who does this child belong to? I'll be getting down to the nitty gritty, as they say. He gonna get down to the nitty gritty. First card, king of sword. We got a 6 of wands. Second card, king of cups. Who this child belong to? Somebody met somebody online. Hold on. Yep, it's the king of sword. This king of cups, rather, is with a mad, bitchy ass feminine energy, is who he got the child with. That's victory over there. Shit, he happy. The king of cups is happy. Hold on. For some of y'all, it could be reversed. I can't remember which came out first, the king of cups or the king of swords. Y'all can go back and rewind. Whichever one came out first, they got the 6 of wands. Whoever came out second got this queen of sword in reverse. Now, we was talking about the king of sword. So that king of sword with the queen of sword reverse, that means somebody married for the money or somebody had a child on the side. Oh, yeah, it's over with. This changes everything. King of cups or king of sword, doesn't matter. The truth is coming out. Yep. Truth is coming out about who this child belongs to. And I bet you find out the truth, or you going to hear about it. Or if it's something legal for you, Empress, you're going to get that settlement. You're going to get justice. Or this one of these, this queen, somebody is dealing with an Empress in reverse. She got his ass for everything. The fall is this tower. For America, see, I'm going back to something else now. The fall is this tower. All this justice is karmic related as well. And with temperance in the world card and all these other cards, I'm telling y'all, listen, if you can, make sure your children, your home, your family make good decisions, because some unforeseen changes is about to take place, folks, on the real deal. I know we got tarot cards on the table. Stock up on water. Keep your gas tank over half full. Stock, if you don't eat canned goods, it's a bunch of them out there right now. And if you really, really, really in a crisis and you get hungry and there's a food ration, we got it coming, y'all. You're going to eat them canned goods. You ain't got to tell me shit. What you going to eat? You going to eat humans? You going to be outside eating them dogs? And them other folk they going to beat y'all to them dogs and them cats. And them coons and them rabbits. You don't know how to catch them. You too bougie. You don't know how to you don't know how to farm. You don't know how to skin a cat or a dog or a coon or a rabbit. No, you too bougie. So if there's a famine, can you imagine how many people gonna struggle just because they're not gonna be able to adapt and change to the lifestyle or reality? We about to run out of everything. Starting with diesel. So don't wait until a case of water is $10, $12, $15 a case, or you just can't find it. Don't wait till that, folks. If you're in a house, you got a garage, you better use it. Put a lock on it, secure it real good, and make sure you got you some kind of protection weaponry, because it's coming, folks. Go and get you some trash cans and fill them up with water, folks. I know they're gonna be thinking, y'all, you listening to some crazy man named Ivory. All right. They said, if the story is true now, they said the same thing about Noah. Look at Noah, look at Noah. This crazy man, this crazy ass old man over here building this big old boat in the desert. Talking about it's gonna rain. That's how people gonna be looking at y'all. Not looking at you, but that's what they'll be thinking. Then soon as the crisis hit, and your car full of gas, I don't know how long it'll last, but it's full of gas, right? Your pantry's stocked. Good. People gonna look at you and say, oh man, don't tell nobody what you're doing. Just go do it. Because it is truly, truly a huge fall. Whether it's stock market fall, shells, diesel, I'm telling you folks, it's coming. Numbers don't lie. Game is over. All this bullshit, Trump, whoever else with him, America in general, because why? Right now, ain't nobody saying a damn thing, and they can, if I can figure this here shit out. I know his people in Washington, they already know what's coming. But they all together in some way or some form, they've been bought out by people like Elon Musk and Netanyahu and so on and so forth, right? Trump screwed. He sold the country out for the bag and a piece of ass. And I'm telling you, go out and make sure you straight. Make sure your family's straight. I'm telling you. Make sure you got everything you need, or you're going to be a charity case. You're going to be begging. You're going to need help. You're going to need help. One thing that I do now, I work harder now for myself than I was when I was working for companies, right? Why? Because I know the handwriting is on the wall. So what I do is for the past 4 years, while I'm making money catering and I got extra money and so on and so forth, I'm not blowing it and I'm not saving it. I'm spending it, right? And one of the things I've been doing for the past 4 years is paying certain bills 2 and 3 times a month. So when I be saying things like, for example, right now, all my bills is paid up until the end of the year. So if there's a crisis that could come, at least I know, okay, I'm straight to the end of the year if it happens in the summer or the fall. That's just how I roll now. You're not going to catch me slipping. You're not. I can't do it. Then that means that everything that I'm saying is just, and don't even take it into consideration. I don't even adhere to it, or some might say live by it. Trust me, I just don't say shit. But this I can share. You got a crisis coming. I'm telling you. When you start seeing gas prices going down because they manipulate the market, Trump is allowing him and his coonies and shit to manipulate the oil reserve. So they'll put millions of barrels on the stock market and trade them, right? And they set the price. That's why your prices is back down to 70-something bucks. But it's oil reserve. It's not something that they went out and manufactured, produced, drilled, baby drilled. That's why he went and snatched up Venezuela. So he can snatch that oil because why? He knew he was getting ready to do some dumb shit like go to war and want to take over the Strait of Hormuz, because now he can say he controls 2/3 of the world's oil supply. He didn't think that he was going to lose like he's losing in Iran. He didn't know that he was going to crash the stock market. He didn't know he was going to run through the oil reserve when he made his plan to take out Iran, right? See, here's the karma, folks, and I'm going. Everything that America wanted in Israel, everything that they wanted to happen to Iran, topple their regime and regime changes and kill their leaders and so on and so forth, make them suffer economically and starve the people and all of this here shit. Now, what if that is happening right now over there? All of that's going to change. There's too much justice coming out. So what they was hoping and wishing, the same damn thing. All you got to do is you want to see what happened in the past, so to speak, history, Pluto in the 11th house, the last time Pluto was in the 11th house 250 years ago. All you got to do is, if you want to know what these fools was doing when they was coming over here on these boats, these colonials, these Europeans, all you got to do is look at what they doing right now, America, European. In God we trust. God told them to do it. They doing the same thing that they did. But now this time around, history is not going to repeat itself. They're just going to teach a lesson. You can't go around the world bombing people for no fucking reason. 51-51. Them days is over with. And he going to be the narcissistic president. And what I don't understand right now, there's only 2 people coming out checking his ass. And that's Barack Obama, a Democrat, I'm not political, y'all. I'm just saying. Barack Obama and George Bush, a Republican. I mean, Bill Clinton, no Republican. Because George Bush, president, the son, he comes through that neo bullshit, right? He was down with his dad and CIA director, his dad and Dick Cheney and all these motherfuckers who went out and bombed Iraq. First they gave Iraq all this weaponry, weapons of mass destruction, chemical weapons, back in the 80s to fight Iran. They were supporting Saddam Hussein, folks. I remember this shit. I ain't stupid. And the same man that they sided with to use chemical weapons, Saddam Hussein, on Iran during the Iran-Iraq war that went on for about 8-9 years. That same Saddam Hussein, they killed him, invaded him, bombed him. Now look who they got to deal with. Iran. This shit's finna get ready to hit hog heaven, and it's finna be really, really bad around this country. We'll see y'all next video. So we got Cancer, Aquarius, and who else did we get out of the way? Taurus. Was it Taurus? Mr. Zodiac. Let me get my black book. Tonight, Mr. Zodiac, we got Scorpio out of the way. Okay, so we'll come back and we'll do another one tonight. We'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all be safe. Enjoy your day. Peace.